All right, everybody. Hi, it's David Kramer, the Critical Thinking Christian, and today I want to talk about the Christian Trinity. Okay, now as someone who was born and raised and grew up in the whole box of evangelical Christianity all my life, and did the whole born again experience, and pretty much believed in the inerrancy of the Bible and believed in the Trinity. Never questioned it. But over, time, maybe it's about a year now, I've been kind of, in a sense, taking a step back from Christianity and just looking at it. And one of the doctrines that is, I I think one of the doctrines that is just blatant bullshit is how the Trinity is one God, yet three separate, yet equal persons, meaning they have different stations, but they all think alike. Okay? And to say that it's polytheistic is heresy. And here's the way Christians think. I'm just going to read this one here. This is on Reddit. In general, any coherent analogy that you can think of to describe the Trinity is heretical. And that is by design. It is officially a mystery. Something that isn't supposed to make sense. In social psychology, the function of these tokens is obvious. The importance of espousing the belief isn't about whether or not it makes sense or is true. It's about knowing the correct password to identify oneself with the in-group. Okay. This whole mystery thing here. Okay? If I'm correct, I think Paul said our God is not the author of confusion. A mystery is confusion. You don't know what's going on. You see something, okay, in Christianity, you just got to believe it. Don't question it. If you question it, we've got pat answers. We can just, okay, it's they're separate yet equal. Okay? I guess the Father did not come down here, was born, and eventually, preach and then die and get buried and rise again. Neither did the Spirit. Okay? The Father, no man can see. But the Son, apparently, supposedly, became a man. The Spirit is different from both of them as well, and has a different station. In the Old Testament, the Spirit would come upon certain people and individuals like Samson, and he'd go out there and defeat the Philistines, or the Spirit would come on a prophet, and the prophet would speak. Jesus didn't come on the prophet or going into Samson, neither did the Father. So they have different stations. And also, they're different, apparently look different. It would be kind of like, now I know somebody used the analogy of a apple, a pear, and I think a peach, and said all three are fruit, but they're all different. But I thought a better analogy would be Say there's 3 different versions of me. Okay, they're all David Kramer. They look differently, and all 3 have different stations, but we all think alike. This David Kramer does all the yard work, the outside work. The second person of the David Kramer Trinity goes to work, goes and gets groceries, goes and gets maybe does lumber, goes and gets lumber or whatever supplies. The third member of the David Kramer Trinity specifically does the inside work. Okay? Separate yet equal, but different. Okay? Well, if you'd see that, you'd say, well, there's 3 different David Kramers here. This is a polytheistic union here. It's 3 of them. That's the Trinity, polytheistic. This whole mystery thing is, like I said, it's confusion. Now, in the Hebrew scriptures, you see evidences of, okay, let us. And to the Hebrews and to the Jews, they only see one God. I think it says somewhere in one of the prophets, or maybe it's in Psalms, I don't know. God says, I am the only God. I am the only Savior. And all through the Hebrew scriptures, you don't see, you see in Daniel where Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are in the fire, and there's a being in the fire with them, and Nebuchadnezzar said, it looks like the Son of God, but that's the only evidence of, you could say, of the Trinity, and it doesn't say. Nebuchadnezzar said, that looks like the Son of God. Didn't say that it was the Son of God. It did not say it could have been an angel. But all through the scriptures, all through the Hebrew scriptures, there's no evidence. There's nothing where God says there are 3 of me. I am a triune Godhead. There's Father, there's Son, there's Spirit. There's God, okay, there's the Spirit of God, okay. But there's also a divine counsel. Let us make man in our own image. Okay? In the Tower of Babel story, let us go down and confuse their languages. And another one I was thinking of, and this is not in the Bible, but when Abraham, God came to Abraham, how do people know that, he brought 2 angels with him? How do people know that God didn't say, let us go down? In Job, there's divine counsel. The sons of God presented themselves before God. Okay? So, the Hebrew Bible, there's no clear picture of a Trinity. But then all of a sudden you get into the New Testament, and I'm just going to say this, everything was Greek, and the Greeks believe in pantheons, and they have different gods, and all of a sudden you have a Trinity. You have a Father, a Son, and a Spirit, different stations, but no, that's one. So I just wanted to, this is just another, you could say, confusing, I'm not really confused about the whole fact that I do believe that this is polytheistic. there are three gods here. But, like I said, I'm just going through this. I'm trying to hash it out and figure it out. And, when I learn more, or if I learn that I am wrong, I am going to let you know that as well. But, from at this point, I am beginning to, there's so much here with the Christian religion that really, it doesn't make sense. And I kind of like it. I kind of like that because it's a challenge, it's an opportunity, and like I said, I'm going to try to work it out the best I can and learn as much as I can, and whatever I can learn, I'm going to bring out, and I'm going to have more videos because there's quite a bit that I've been going over, and it just kind of gets all jumbled up in there. But that'll be all for today, and let me know what you think. Let me know, if you're a Christian who's having doubts about your faith, and hey, like I said, I'm not a scholar. I got lots of questions. I don't have all the answers, but, having a bit of a discussion, maybe you have been, doing more research than me, and a little more than I do, and, just let me know, because, like I said, we're all in this journey together, and, it's good to have other points of view, and come in, and that way your brain, different synapses firing, etc. But I'm going to stop talking now because I feel like I'm rambling. So until next time, I'm David Kramer, the Critical Thinking Christian.